Hey guys, welcome to Film World. Today I'm going to explain a romance drama film called A Teacher from 2013. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. A high school teacher, Diana Watts, starts her day with a morning walk and then goes to the school where she follows her routine of teaching classes. After school, she is texting someone while sitting in a bar with her friend. Her friend peeks at her mobile and sees that she is texting someone named Eric, so she asks Diana who is this guy and where she met him. Diana only replies that she met him at school and ignores all other questions. Later at night, she is sitting alone in her car at the side of the road when another car stops there and a young boy named Eric, who is also her student, comes out of it. Eric comes towards her car, greets her, and they proceed to make love in the back of her car, revealing that she is having an affair with her student. After that, Eric gets out of the car and circles the vehicle to stand by Diana's window to talk to her. Diana tells him that when she was in high school, she used to sneak out with her boyfriend after telling her mother that she is going to eat ice cream, but now she feels her mother must have known about it. He stays silent on her story, so she then asks him when is he coming back, to which he replies that he will come back tomorrow night. Eric then says that he should go, so Diana comes out of the car and tells Eric that she can't wait to meet him again, and they part ways after sharing a kiss. The next day at school, she dismisses her class after wishing everyone to have a happy Thanksgiving. When the class is empty, Eric approaches her and asks when she is leaving for Houston, to which she replies that she will leave the next day. Eric then leans down and kisses her, then leaves after telling her to call him. Diana then goes to the staff room where her colleague asks her to join them for drinks, but she refuses the offer, saying that her brother is in town and she already promised to meet him. She had received a voicemail from her brother that morning, who said to her that he is in Austin for work and he knows it had been a long time, but they need to talk about their mother. She can't avoid this topic forever. She had decided to meet him after the message, so at night she goes to meet her brother at a restaurant. After greeting her brother, she asks him how everything is going. He tells her that everything is good and their mother is good too. He proceeds to tell her that their mother doesn't always recognize him, but she asks about Diana. Her brother says that he is worried about her, but she doesn't let him finish. Overwhelmed by the information he provides her, she stands up abruptly and leaves the restaurant. Later, she is lying down in bed with Eric at his home and says to him that she doesn't want to leave. He replies that she should just stay the night and leave in the morning before his dad gets up. Diana says that she is not talking about right now and tells him that this is the happiest she has been in a long time. That night, she is at home with her roommate Sophia and asks her if her family has fancy Thanksgiving. Sophia replies that her dad is not very fancy and then continues to tell Diana that she will introduce her to someone at the party they are going to attend. Diana ignores what she is saying and goes into the bathroom after getting a message from Eric and sends him a shirtless picture of herself. They go to the party that night where Sophia introduces her to a man named Dan and then leaves them alone. Diana stands there for a while talking to Dan about her profession. Soon, another man named Rich joins them and talks about how Diana is the kind of teacher all students want to sleep with. Diana is not interested in any kind of discussion they are having, so she excuses herself and goes to Sophia to tell her that she wants to leave. Sophia gives her car keys to Diana and she comes back home where she sends a voicemail to Eric and tells him that she misses him. In the coming days, Diana goes to Sophia's family house for Thanksgiving and spends the holiday there. When she comes back to school after the holidays, her colleagues tell her that there has been a shirtless picture going around of a freshman student. The teacher proceeds to say that students are so stupid these days because everyone can see the picture because it is shared between the students. This whole ordeal makes Diana think about her own picture, so she goes to meet Eric after school and tells him to delete the picture. After she forces him to delete the picture on spot, he asks her if it is about the picture of that girl, and Diana replies that it made really nervous to hear about that. Eric then asks her if he can go to her house tonight, to which she says yes, and then leaves as one of Eric's friends approaches him. They are at Diana's house that evening when Eric tells her that a girl asked him for Sadie Hawkins' dance, and he figured he should go so people don't get suspicious about his relationship with Diana. She is jealous of the fact that she will have to watch him dance with another girl. Eric says that he likes that she is jealous and then assures her that she doesn't have to worry because it doesn't mean anything to him. The next day at school, she is working in her office when she gets a call from Eric, who asks if he can come over to her house at night, but Diana replies that her roommate will be at home. Eric then says that they can go to his brother's apartment and they decide to meet at 9 p.m. That night, they meet at Eric's brother's house and spend a night of passion together. That weekend, both of them go to Eric's family's ranch and spend their evening together by watching the sunset and spending intimate time together. The next morning, they are having sex when they hear someone calling Eric from outside. Diana runs to hide in the bathroom while Eric goes out to check who came there. Eric finds that it is the ranch's foreman James, who came here to check after seeing Eric's car parked outside. Eric tells James that he just came here unplanned and says that his father knows about his trip. James is satisfied with his excuses and leaves after saying that Eric can call him if he needs anything. After James leaves, Eric comes inside and tells Diana that she can come out now as James has left. Diana is worried about James coming there and asks Eric if he goes to tell his father. Eric assures her that it is fine because James already caught him several times here doing stuff and never told his father about it. Diana is not happy with his nonchalant excuses and asks him if he has any idea how bad it would be if anyone finds out about their relationship. Eric says that even if James told his father, they don't have to worry because he only saw Eric, but Diana is still worried and says that they should put their relationship on hold for a while after this weekend. She is later standing outside looking at the scenery while Eric exercises nearby. He soon approaches her and tries to seduce her, and as she pushes him away, he says that they are supposed to end this after the weekend, so they can do it now. She is not happy with his actions, and as he continues to try to kiss her, she harshly pushes him away and walks away. In the next coming days, she ignores Eric at school and spends her free time alone in her house, reminiscing about her time with Eric. At the Sadie Hawkins dance at school, Diana gets angry when she sees Eric dancing with another girl and goes into the bathroom to avoid them. She then buys alcohol and then goes to her house where she drinks and stalks Eric's profile on Facebook. The next day at school, she tells Eric to see her in her free time and they decide to meet during lunch hours. When lunchtime approaches, she quickly finishes her food and then goes back to her class. After a few minutes, Eric comes into the room and asks her why she called him. Diana says to him that she misses Eric and wasn't thinking straight when she asked him to put their relationship on hold. She then asks him to come to her house, but before he could answer, another teacher, Jessica, comes into the classroom. Diana is not fazed by this and plays it off as a school meeting, even scolding her colleague that she shouldn't come inside without knocking. As Jessica leaves, Eric asks Diana if she is worried about getting caught, but she replies that she is okay, and soon Eric leaves after promising to meet her at night. That night, they meet at Diana's house and immediately start to be intimate with each other. Diana is very enthusiastic at first, but soon she starts to feel uncomfortable and pushes him away. She starts crying while saying that this is so wrong, but then she goes back to Eric and starts to kiss him. Eric is frustrated by her erratic behavior and starts dressing, intending to leave the house. Diana starts to beg him to stay, and as he leaves the room, she runs behind him to stop him, while Sophia, who had just came back home, watches Diana's weird behavior in shock. Diana then runs back inside to take her car keys, and ignoring Sophia's request to stop, she drives away to Eric's house. After reaching Eric's place, she calls him, but he doesn't pick up her call. She then gets Eric's dad's number and calls him to ask for Eric. John, Eric's father, is confused by the call so late, but on Diana's request that it is an emergency, he agrees to check on Eric. John then tells Diana that Eric is busy and she should talk to him in school, thinking she is one of his classmates. Diana still doesn't lose hope and goes to Eric's room's window and calls him outside. Eric comes out, shocked by Diana's behavior, and asks what she wants. Diana says that they can get through this, especially because he is going to the University of Texas. Eric doesn't reciprocate her advances, and soon John comes out to check on his son, so Diana has to go back to her house. Diana drives to a motel where she checks her voicemail after checking into her room. She has received a message from a staff member at the school telling her that there is an issue with one of her students, Eric, whose father is at the school, and urging her to call back immediately. Diana, curled up on the bed, cries as she realizes the consequences of her actions. To watch more explanations of these kind of movies, click on the videos on your screen, and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last, thanks for watching.